Hey, Cancer. What's up? Happy New Year 2026, Cancerians. Hey, all right, let's get right into your reading. This is a collective for all the Cancers. I don't really have a format, guys, for this. I'm just gonna see what cards show up and we will read them as they are meant to be read. Okay. God has blessed this for us, so thank you, Heavenly Father. All I need for you to do, Cancer, is apply this to your circumstance, your status, your situations. I will get some fortune messages later that hopefully will confirm or like continue the messages that we're getting with the tarot cards. So without further ado, my darling. All right, you got the Magician here. So yeah, I feel like you've got a lot of control right now, Cancer. You have a lot of say in how things are going to go. And this means for you in love, in your career, in your energy, in your mind. You know, the Magician is that card of power, action, balance, potential, like resourcefulness, initiation. You can make it happen, whatever it is that you want to happen. I feel like this is a card that kind of asks us, are we living up to our full potential? And if not, how do we change that? God has given you the reins. He's given you the tools that you need. So if you want to have, you know, a better job, the perfect job, okay, use your sword, use your pentacle, combine them with the wands. Like, what can you do? You got to think of it that you can be passionate about, that will bring you exactly what you're looking for, pay wise, schedule wise, career industry wise. Like, you can make that happen, but you got to use your tools. If you're looking for love, use that cup, use that wand. Who am I attracted to? What do I want in my relationship? Like, use those to manifest, to create that thing, that those things that you're looking for, because you have everything you need. You got the tools, you have the passion, you have the innocence, like the purity. I feel like what you're wanting to create isn't anything bad. Like, and that's why God is saying, okay, do it then. You know what I mean? Like, I trust you. I know you trust me. Oh, these squirrels are fighting. Oh boy. I'm looking out my window and they're squabbling a little bit. Anyway, but yeah, you know, it's all about gathering. So gather up what you want. You know, you have the power right now. It really is in your hands. You can bring your blessings from heaven down, but you're going to have to work for it. Okay? You're going to have to create it. And then God will bless it and bring it to fruition. So you got the Two of Swords here. And this, you know, this Magician could be you. It could be somebody that you know that you're dealing with. But either way, somebody here has got a lot of power and it's for you. So utilize it. Now, this Two of Swords is like, okay. You got some contenders. You have a contender to the left who's weighing in at 6'3", 245 pounds with a record of, 10 fights, 8 by knockout, 2 by wins, okay? And then to your right, you have this other contender who is 6 foot, 265 pounds with a total wins of 20, 5 by knockout, 10 by wins, and the other 5 by a draw or something like that. So they have similar stats. They have similar, records. These are two contenders that if you go left or right, you won't be making a wrong decision. You know, these are very strong options. However, Cancer, in your intuition, in your spirit, in your heart, you're going to know who you're going to choose. You know what I mean? Like, yes, it might be a difficult decision. Oh, you got Pisces, the moon here, which is the major arcana of Pisces. But yeah, there's going to be something here that's going to be like I was saying, you're You are the only sign that's ruled by the moon. So, although there may be these two contenders in front of you, these two options, there's also going to be something in your intuition, in your spirit, in your heart that's going to be like, you need to choose this contender. You know what I mean? There might be some things that are kind of hidden from you in the beginning, but the clarity will come from your spirit. The clarity will come from your heart. It's going to be one of these options that you know is slightly better than the other. Or if it's not slightly better, it's going to be better for you. Okay? They might be, on paper exact, but you really got to listen to that, still small voice, because other people might be telling you, oh, you should do this, you should do that, but you got to ignore all that. You got to really tune into your heart and spirit and see what is it saying. Okay. So yeah, that's interesting, because there's gonna be one of those contenders that might be fluffing their resume a bit, that might not be so honest about their records and their background. So trust your spirit to tell you the truth. All right, you got the 10 of Pentacles here. So you got a nice windfall, some abundance is coming in. It could be on the career front, could be on the health, financial front, also maybe even education. But this is like, something that is an inheritance. It's a windfall. It's coming in. Like, sometimes you're looking for advice, or you ask a question and you ask the right person, and then they bring in somebody else and say, oh, well, this person knows too. And so then you get their input, and they're really smart and successful too. And then they bring in somebody else, and they're super duper smart and super duper successful. So it's like you're getting all this really wise feedback, or it could even be money. Maybe you're getting some kind of inheritance, some kind of refund, some checks or something from families, or from something that you might not even be expecting, but it's going to be enough to take care of your household, right? And you're like, whoa, this is more, not even more than enough, but just that, like, maybe more than, yeah, more than, I don't want to say enough, but like more than required. Okay. But that's going to be a good thing. It's like, okay, good. So you have enough for you in your house. Now share it, pass it along so that other people can be blessed from it too. Because whatever this 10 of Pentacles is something that, it will put you in a really good position. And for some of you, these could be gifts that are coming in and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't even carry all these. So let me carry what I can, put them somewhere safe, and I'll come back and get the rest, put those somewhere safe, and I'll come back and get those too, put them somewhere safe. It's like an abundance of wealth coming in, and wealth can come in so many different forms and fashions. But it's, your family, and it's all good stuff. Now, you do have this 5 of Swords over here, so somebody might be a bit jealous. Somebody might say something that's kind of slick, and you're like, whatever. But it's just usually because they're not on the receiving end of, the blessings. So you ended things here out with this 6 of Wands, which I love, because this is, that confirmation that what you're trying to manifest and create will be successful. The 9 of Wands and the 10 of Wands here, it's just, kind of a reminder that, again, you're going to have to work for it. Sometimes things that come easy are great, and it's like, wow, but it's rare that it's free, so if it's something that is meaningful to you and you really desire and wanted it, yeah, work for it. Give it all you got, because you got the victory here. You got the success. You got the parade. You got the public recognition. You have people who are cheering you on and supporting you and wanting you to succeed. Okay, so remember that, Cancer. Like, yeah, you'll win. You just gotta, put in the effort, put in the gusto, and it's coming to you. So you got number 16 here, which is thoughts. So, if you're a male or if you're a female, you are on his mind quite heavily, whoever he could be. But it's somebody who thinks of you as like, you're like a muse to them. They think about you, they paint pictures of you, they draw pictures of you, like, your face is like etched in their brain. This is a very, this is a card of somebody who they think that you are one of the most beautiful faces and beings they've ever seen. You ever seen something so beautiful that you've actually been inspired to go draw it? That's what they think of you. So, and if you're a male, it may be someone who you just find so beautiful. And it could be romantic, it could be friendly, but this is somebody who thinks of you, your face, not even so much your body and all that, but your face is what they think of consistently. And they, probably find themselves making pictures of you just to see it on paper if they're not seeing you in person. So somebody thinks that you are absolutely beautiful. Number 30, adjudication. So there could be some legal matters going on. This could also represent interviews too. So you may have some important interviews, whether it's job interviews or interviews for other reasons going on. This is about sitting in front of people of position and authority and just, kind of telling them who you are, or if it is legal, telling them your case, your perspective, and knowing that the truth will prevail. So hopefully you're telling the truth and, you get the victory. You do. Number 28, expectations. So yeah, expecting good things to come, because they are. Going back to the magician, you've got the power, you've got the victory coming in. It's just, you got to work for it. So the expectation that you're expecting should be good, because it will be. You got good results here, and I love it for you, Cancer. All right. Happy New Year, you guys. I'm going to close it up, but like, subscribe, share, and I will talk to you next time.